Hello everyone, MarcusWolfe here, welcoming you back to another episode of Haunting Ground. Guess what? It's another catastrophic audio failure. I swear, I don't know why this is happening. I tested it with 2 videos before this, and again, Delgado just decided to say, you know what, we got the visuals, let's screw the commentary. And I don't understand why. I've looked up online, but there is really no answer to this to understand what the heck's going on. However, I am not actually using the Elgato capture card again, knock on wood, that we are able to actually get this commentary going. I really do hope so, because the last time I tried to BS the post commentary with the OBS system, oh my god, I don't know why, but I made that recording. I know it didn't sound like it, but I was doing my best to stay calm. I made that recording 5 times. My vocal recording 5 times. Like, 4 times, I did not understand why the vocals was not coming out on the finished track. And by the 5th time, I realized my voice is so goddamn soft, it's not picking up every word, and at that point, I'm like, you know what, just screw it. I can just bump up the volume to the highest capacity possible, and then call it a day. Which worked, but unfortunately, some of my words did not get caught because OBS figured that my voice is soft. I don't know why, but whatever. But anyway, we're gonna try with OBS again. I tried freeing up some memory, some space. Yeah, I was only at 17 gigabytes, but I'll be honest, I made recordings with that little space before, and it never caused my commentary track to just be totally non-existent. So, hopefully that fixes it, and if it does, then I know what to do in the future. But if it doesn't, then, well, I don't know what possibly to even do at this point. I just... cause I don't want to give up on this recording, I really don't. But if it keeps doing these catastrophic failures for no reason, then... well, I would have to shift to a no commentary let's play. But... I don't want to, honestly. Anyway, before I continue on that topic, or if I ever will, the point of this, with this crossbow trap earlier, is simply to use Huey to sniff out the path. It's just like in the back in the hallway where if we walked through it, we fell to our doom. Yeah, so that's why we needed Huey here so he can sniff out the path. So I deactivated the statue, and now we can just run around like a little idiot. It's like, hey, nothing can kill me now. And doing so, well, after crossing safely, we find ourselves on the upper balcony of the library, where I went on that tangent about how those 3 authors are most likely real authors and all that. What was I doing? Oh yes, and then, this is where I realized, oh, there's a clock. And I was making the quip that, oh, if there's another catastrophic failure, I'm gonna make a new save. Well, it's a moot point, because I'm not recording the game again. Because it loses its charm after even though I played it before, I haven't played this in years. And if I replay the same thing again, it lost its charm. So I don't want to replay it again, for the sake of having fresh new commentary. I'd rather just re-record the commentary and put it over here. Over this video, and then call it a day. But right now, Huey is being a little strange. He's not listening. He's a good boy, but he's not listening. There we go. Yes. So we found an item, and it is a Rubra medallion. The medallion that gives you a higher chance of of finding a circle. Finding red circles during the refining process. So, we go through the upper portion of the library, and we find ourselves in this place. I don't know what it's called. I think it's technically called the observatory, but I am not 100% sure. Do not quote me on that. But it's not the name that I'm interested in. Rather, it's the fact that we are here that I'm interested. story progression, people. Oh, and also, this is one of my most favorite scenes in the entirety of this game. This is my absolute favorite scene.
Blood, flesh, woman, you vile creature. You lure the man into your filthy body again and again, and you are allowed to do that because you are a precious, precious little princess. Precious little princess.
Yeah, Daniela has clearly lost a few screws. And this is why I say I really like this particular scene, simply because the voice actress for Daniela, I feel she really went all out to go for that insane girl idea. I lost the word, but you know what I mean. So personification, Jesus. The crazy lady personification, the laughter and the way she talks is like, you let the man defile you again and again, and you are allowed to do that because you are a precious little princess. You know, it's just the way she recites that script is so great. I just love it. This is my favorite scene of all time. But anyway, I digress. Right now, this is the final battle with Daniela. And as it was with Debilitus, there is a puzzle. With Debilitus, it was very simple because all you had to do was take 2 hits in front of that chandelier lowering mechanism and let Debilitus hit it, and then you win. Or you could have beaten the ever-living crap out of him and win, whichever you preferred. Here, there's only one way to win. And it's going to be like that for the rest of the other bosses. That there's only one way to win. Debilitus was special in that there were 2. The answer to the puzzle in front of us is very simple. It's simply to push these objects, these pillars, whatever they are, into the rightful spots. And thankfully, you see the grooves on the ground? It's very self-explanatory on where to push them and in what direction at what point. The only issue is, this is a close quarter area, like very close quarters. And Daniela is actively trying to kill us. Like, actively trying to kill us. So what I'm doing, which is a very viable strategy if you don't want her to bug and kill the ever-living crap out of you, is to down her. Yeah, have Huey help you to down her, and that'll give you time to push these things into the rightful place. You can do it without downing her, however, it will be extremely annoying simply because she is actively chasing you, laughing at you, swiping / poking at you, and, well, bum rushing. Bum rushing. Yeah, she has the bum rush effect now, so you think you have a long distance, and then she just decides to say, nope, we're dashing, we're doing the 100-meter dash here. Right now she's attacking Huey, which makes sense because Huey was beating her. I gave her a swift kick, but I wasn't sure if it worked. I find that usually if the killers start chasing after Huey, if you give them a quick kick or two, they usually lose interest in him and go back to you. So it's a good way to kind of reset the aggression and have Huey be a little bit more safe. What you could also do instead of downing, I didn't mention this in the original, but what you can do instead of downing her is have Huey, like, literally jump onto her back and then use this chance to push the blocks around. I mean, that's if you don't want an item and you just want to finish the battle quickly, which is very valid. Very, very valid, but, I'm greedy, I want her item, so we're getting her item. Next item on the list is a refined antimony. Now, again, you can do it 7 times and get 7 items max. I'm not that crazy. I am not that crazy. Although I do find that, well, then again, now I'm very much used to Huey's mechanics for battle. Back when I was fighting Debilitus, I was not giving Huey and Debilitus enough distance, so he wasn't able to climb onto Debilitus's back, which is what I was aiming for. But now that I'm used to it, fighting Daniela here in this mode, oh god, I forgot she really bum rushed. She was really running there. The thing is, she did not hit me, but the fact she swiped at me was what scared Fiona, and it was, yeah, it was not helpful. I'm just glad that right there, Daniela chose to laugh instead of take a swipe, otherwise it could have been real bad. But yes, that's why I think this Daniela battle, well, this killer battle, went so much smoother, so much easier, because I finally understand the mechanics of Huey. I know how to use him effectively, that just to down Daniela and not get hit is so easy. Not to mention, we're not in like this thin corridor, this whole place is pretty wide open that we can actually move around. So we don't need to worry about, okay, we need to dodge right next to her and pray we don't get bitch slapped. So here it's much easier to dodge her, except that when she does her bum rush, and then laughs in your face, or takes a swipe at you. That panics Fiona to beyond belief. Just beyond belief. But yes, with this last one pushed in, we will be done with the puzzle. And then we can finally finish the battle. I don't know why I was walking, but whatever. Oh yeah, because I didn't want to trip and then Fiona takes forever. So now the center panel has lit up. I forgot, Daniela literally ran to her death. She literally ran to her death. So the point is, she looked down and saw her reflection. Remember, she does not like to see her reflection. She goes nuts when she sees it. And this is what happens. yeah, she died. I mean, she died in a very um. In terms of visual media, I I want to say that her death is beautiful. It's a the way they portrayed her death here is very beautiful. That she's just standing there looking up and just like, I don't have a care in the world. This is so pretty. Uh, and at the very end, right as she dies, we see her smiling, like actually smiling. Because this whole time, yes, she's smiling, quote unquote, but it's really kind of like, all that. It's not a real smile. This is actually a real smile. If you remember when we were first served dinner by her, she said she cannot taste, feel pain, experience pleasure. And yet now, at the end of her life, the very last moments, she is smiling. It really draws a heavy inference that at that particular moment, at that last moment of her life, she has finally felt something. Something that she can actually feel. We don't know what that feeling is. It could be pain, it could be relief, it could be a combination of the two. Well, sorry, not relief. Relief is an emotion. I think she meant like a physical thing. So she finally feels pain. So in a sense, it's kind of interesting that she dies with a smile on her face. She died happy because she is now able to feel something. This by far has that whole battle and scene before it and after it is my absolute favorite in this entire game, simply because of Daniela. I love her voice actress, but I also love how they portrayed her death. It really, for visual media, it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's just, I know I said beautiful already 3 times in a row, but there's no other way to describe it. It's just, I just love it so much. Anyway, enough of my digressing on that. We got a Mars key from her, and the only door that we have not opened at this point is this. The problem here is the door is kind of towards the background. That is very hard to see the Mars symbol on the door. As I was walking away, I was like, oh wait, I just see it. It's like, oh no, we're gonna open this door. So we now have a new area courtesy of Daniela's death. And Huey is currently being a little prissy dog who just won't come by my side. And yet for some reason, because despite that, I give him some pets, some nice loving pets. Why not?
Go, Huey.
Oh god. So here I am, I wanted to look at a painting, but I accidentally discovered a hiding spot. It's like, oh, well, okay, that's good to know. I mean, you wouldn't think that's a hiding spot, honestly. It's just, like, out of the way. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, that works. And, oh. Huey had some very, very good reaction time there. That the moment that it grabbed Fiona's legs, the homunculus child, and all it did was like, ah! And then it's dead. It's like, just not even a nanosecond. It's like, ah! And then dead. Good reaction time, Huey. But yeah, it's here I decided that I got a crap ton of medallions. I'm just gonna go into the hole and refine them. I hadn't refined them in many moons, many episodes. But in so doing, I accidentally came across this folder. I don't know if every hole is different or simply just one bit of information. I think it's the latter, that every hole is different and I've just been ignoring them. But this gives you a small snippet of what some of the creations are. In this case, a quiz restores a small amount of stamina, and a mundus calms the nerves of those who use it. Ooh. I don't know about quiz. Well, I guess it would be root for, like, quiet? No, but that has nothing to do with, stamina. Mundus. I feel like it translated into English word, it would be like mundane, like boring. Well, which I I guess, would calm your nerves. It's like, okay, we're just gonna see something boring, just kind of clear the mind. But quiz. I feel like that says quiet, but I don't know. I'm not good with Latin. Last time I practiced Latin roots was in college, 12 years ago, so it's been a long time.
But anyway, this is a fast forward section because we have like 13 medallions. And oh boy, yeah. I hold no hope whenever I have to use a regular medallion, simply because there are so many chances to get blank spaces. And the gimmick here, as I said before, is to anticipate when the color will come. But there's no rhyme or reason as to when the colors will appear. It's like, just think of it as like a song beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A particular reel can go 1 blank 3 blank 1 2 3 blank 1 blank 2 3 blank 3 4 blank. You know, there's totally no rhythm to it. That it's so hard to anticipate. But I would say, rather than anticipating, it's testing your reflexes, because you do have less than a second. I would say maybe half a second from when you see a color to when it disappears. And if you have quick enough reflexes to react within that half second, you will get the color. But it's very difficult. It's just difficult. My reaction timing has come from all the QTEs that I forgot I got an obsidian... No, I did forget I got an obsidian choker here. I totally forgot. Yes, I got one before, but that was when I died to either Debilitus or Daniela. I think it was Debilitus, and then I lost that data, so I got no obsidian choker, but I got it back. If I remember correctly, it's not that great. It just makes it harder for luminescence to find you, but hey, if you can find equipment, you can find equipment. And which brings me to another point. I think in this case, if you have a crap ton of matches, I think that's when you will get equipment. I don't think it's, like I said, from what I said before, I don't think it's necessarily tied to the color of the reels. It's just how many matches can you make. Because you notice I had all white, and white is like the worst match to make. I mean, you get good items from it, but it's just standard items. But I got a crap ton of matches, and I got an obsidian choker. So it's just based on matches. So the more you get, the better it is. Although I think if it's like, for example, 10 reds, I think the chances are that you're more likely to get a defensive item than an actual equipment, as opposed to a mishmash of like 4 whites, 4 greens, 2 blues, 2 reds. Then that might be a chance for equipment. But yeah, it's reaction timing. Most of my reaction timings came from the QTE games, like the arcade games from DDR when I was like still in elementary school. Arcade games like Time Crisis, reaction timing to dodge and shoot. And I played the heck out of Shenmue 1 and 2 throughout elementary and middle school, so I got really good with those QTEs. And now we go to the last one, the Magus Medallion. The Magus Medallion, as I said before, is very rare. There's only a select few you can get. However, you notice, there is no such thing as a gray reel on a Magus Medallion. So that means you have a Magus Medallion gives you the greatest chance to get an item. The greatest chance. Hands down. That's all there is.
But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end the episode here with Fiona kicking, doing the can, punter's kick. And, yeah, I'll just go ahead and end the episode here. It was a very progressive episode. My only gripe was that the audio did not, my vocals did not catch, and I don't know why I didn't save. Oh, and I also realized stupidly this whole time I have not been equipping the Philosopher's Earrings. The earrings that I pilfered off of Daniela a while back. Oh, that was so stupid. But we got it equipped, and next episode we'll be ready for what comes our way. Big hint, we're not ready. Later, everyone.